Hi.
Hey, welcome to one of my favorite games from the PlayStation 2 era.
Yeah, I've never actually played this series at all.
So this is going to be an interesting romp for him.
It'll probably be a little more positive than I was with Bayonetta. So
yeah, well, again, it's Naughty Dog. You can't really go wrong with Naughty Dog stuff. Well,
no.
depends on whether or not you were a fan of what happened after Crash. But the first, it was the first three and
First four.
But, it was the first. No,
It was Crash 1,
and Crash Team
2,
Racing,
Crash
right?
3, and then Crash Team Racing is all they designed.
Okay.
Well, they sold the rights off. That's pretty much what they've been doing. That's what most people did with all their PlayStation 1 era games.
But anyway, I digress. We shall begin this new journey. I'm just going to double check the options here. See if I can't turn on... Okay, speech volume. Sound effects. Let's put that back. Camera options. Nope. Game options. Vibrations on. Play hints. Yeah, we're not going to need them. But no subtitles. Damn. Ah, well.
Oh, we're playing off the collection. We don't have the actual physical copy. Well, you do, but I don't feel like recording it off of
PlayStation 2, yeah.
Yeah.
Saving data.
I have spent my life searching for the answers that my father and my father's fathers failed to find. Who were the precursors? Why did they create the vast monoliths that litter our planet? How did they harness eco, the life energy of the world?
A lot of explanation really early. Like, all you did was press new game.
I have asked the plants, but they do not
Still,
remember.
this much
The
right
plants have asked the
now?
rocks, but the rocks do not recall.
Yes, a little bit.
Even the rocks
They
do
could have
not
waited like,
recall.
at least a minute.
Every
That was
bone
literally
in my
not
body
even a
tells me
second
that the
until they
answers
started
rest
doing
on the
exposition.
shoulders of a young boy, oblivious to his destiny, uninterested in the search for truth, and rejecting of my guidance. And why would he want to listen to old Samus the Sage anyway? I'm only the
Did you
master
snort all
of
that
great
out of his
ego,
nose?
one of the wisest men on the planet.
That is so early in question.
Yep.
So it seems the answer begins not with careful research or sensible thinking. Nay, as with many of fate's mysteries, it begins with but a small act of disobedience.
Hey! Jack, old green stuff told us not to come here.
Oh yeah, black screens to go next screen. That is very PS1.
Yeah.
It's pretty much all.
But
scene
see,
training.
that was the extent of the exposition in the beginning.
Still, like, could they have waited at least a minute to start doing exposition? Okay.
Continue your search for artifacts and eco. If the locals possess precursor items, you know what to do.
Deal harshly with anybody who strays from the village. We will attack it in due time.
The old man is a little hard to hear sometimes. And with no subtitles.
What are we doing here anyway, Jack? This place gives me the creeps. Huh? Oh, stupid precursor junk.
Oh, that looks inviting.
Eek! What is that dark ooze? It sure don't look friendly. The sage yaps on about the precursors that built this place all the time. Where did they go? Why did they build this crud? Now, I like precursor orbs and power cells as much as the next guy. But if you ask me, they must have been a real loser.
Whoa, that looks like a level
How did you do that?
down there.
I think we're in trouble!
The thing I like, any of the areas in here are actually levels to visit.
Oh, he's dead.
Man, that stung! I told told you we shouldn't have come here, and you listened. What?
Oh.
Okay. I'm fine.
Okay.
Well, how would you react to being turned into a creature?
What in green tarnation do you two want?
I was...
Don't tell me. Instead of heeding my wisdom, the two of you went mucking around in the only place that I told you
Oh,
not
so
to
much
go.
dripping.
Misty Island.
That's right, and then...
And Daxter, you finally took a much-needed bath, but in a bathtub filled with dark eco.
Look, old man, are you gonna keep yapping, or are you gonna help me out of this mess?
Why is
I'm
his
gonna
mouth
keep
suddenly
yapping,
now like 2
because in
times
my
as big as it
professional
was
opinion, the
before when he had a
change is an
body?
improvement.
I don't know.
And besides,
Well, they have more
I couldn't
freedom
help
now
you
because
if
they're
I
dealing with
wanted
a
to.
smaller face.
there's
So
only
his
one
entire
person
face
who has
is his
studied
mouth.
dark eco long enough
What's
to
with
have
the
a chance at
dripping?
returning
Jesus.
you to your
Because he's got
previous form.
the machine up there.
Galactic,
Oh,
the
okay.
sage, but he lives far to the north. Far to the
boy.
north. Nobody has spoken to him in ages. I would teleport you there, but I can't do that either. None of the 3 sages that maintain the other teleporter gates have seen fit to turn their ends on for quite a while. The only other way north is by foot through the Fire Canyon, but its volcanic soil is hot enough to melt precursor metal. You can't just walk through it.
But you could fly over it if you had a zoomer equipped with a heat shield. I just happen to be working on such a thing at this very moment. All I would need is 20 power cells to give it enough energy to withstand the canyon's heat. Isn't that right, Daddy?
Yes, Kira, that might work.
So not her
But where
dad.
are a boy and a half
Jeez.
going to get 20 power cells?
From the villagers.
Oh,
Most of them have
man.
a power cell or two stashed away
So-
somewhere.
oh, man.
And even if they aren't willing to just give them away, greasing their palms with a few precursor orbs should do the trick. And I bet they're
Yeah,
even
this
more
early
out in the
game, so
wild,
they're
just
explaining
a
waiting
lot.
for some
Oh,
brave
man.
adventurer to find.
Well, we've got the brave adventurer at least.
Brave adventurer! You two couldn't find your way out of the village without training. Before
Part
you
of me
do
wonders how
anything
Samus
else,
is able to
you
fly
better
like
go
that.
through the warp gate and get some practice on Geyser Rock.
We won't find any more of that dark gooey eco stuff, will we? Cause I'd hate to fall in again and turn into you.
Get in there before I turn you both into ferns.
Whee! Daxter's pretty much the comic relief in this game.
And the voice.
Yeah. Oh.
Remember what my
Right, yeah,
controller
your
does.
controller turns off.
Yeah.
Whee! So, basic controls. X is to jump. Square is your attack button.
Okay.
Circle is also your attack button, but it's a wider area attack. Triangle is going in first person. It's useful, actually, more than you think in this game, because certain ecos actually require you to go into first person to shoot stuff. That R2 brings up your menu. R1 and L1 are duck. You can do a long jump by combining those.
Okay.
And no, L2 and R2 just bring up the menu. Whee. Now, I'm going to explain this because this took me a while to get. Your heart up in the left corner is your health. And the numbers beside it are basically the little points you get. Getting 50 points restores one section, meaning you can have up to a total of 4 hits. Yeah. They didn't explain that right away, so small points of the green eco will restore it. Large ones will restore an entire chunk because they're 50 points itself.
Okay.
Yeah. And this is a mild collectathon, ladies and gentlemen.
Fun. Go back to the water.
Yeah.
I think it was just the angle you were at that caused. For a second, there was I could see through the water.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it was minor.
Also, yeah, you'll be doing a lot of roll jumping because it's the fastest way to go. Well, when you're not charged with fluid, which we shall actually be encountering in this level.
I originally thought that Daxter was just
like that from the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I thought so too. Then I played the game. Wham! Oh yeah, the helpful hints aren't turning on because I turned them off.
Yeah.
Basically, they'd be the people explaining this in the beginning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't need that.
Oh yeah, you also get a double jump right from the get-go. Very
nice.
handy. Bam! And yes, Daxter does a little dance like that every time you get one.
Of course.
Yes, we don't need to know that the game auto-saves. It's kind of obvious. Out of the rock. This is the easiest you will ever find these things, and jumping and pressing square will have you do your downward attack.
Oh, okay.
Like that. But it's basically boom. These are scout flies. Collect 7 of them, and you get a precursor orb. Sorry, not precursor orb, power cell. Power cells are... Equate power cells to your power stars in this game, and then precursor orbs are your coins. Is the best way I can explain it. Boink. And you do get a little bit extra for collecting everything 100% in this game. It's actually an extra cutscene added to the end, but not triggered until, and I can't believe they did this, after you've seen the credits at least once. You start the game in the final area, go to the part of the final area that is there with the extra cutscene, trigger the cutscene, and then the credits roll again.
Huh.
That's one just minor annoyance I have with this game.
Yeah. So it's standard flare.
Standard flare. It's basically a 3D platforming Crash Bandicoot. Also, what I just collected there is Blue Eco. See that little gauge in the bottom right corner?
Yeah.
That will fill with whatever eco you collect at the time and tells you how long you have to collect. Blue Eco charges you up, makes you run super fast, and also lets you power precursor technology.
Okay.
And basically...
Whoa, what happened there?
Yeah, some slope detection. But it also will auto-attract any precursor orbs and destroy any boxes around you that are, like, really...
So, essentially, like, the magnet like ability on itself.
Kinda, yeah.
Okay. Very different than the Ratchet and Clank tutorial level, where they expected you to know how to, like... Well, they taught you how to attack, but they gave you no guns at the beginning of the game. And, like...
Yeah.
They, like, put you up against all these enemies with 1 health.
Yeah.
At least in this game, I mean, they don't explain how your health works, as you said, but...
No, they don't
at
really
least in this game, they...
see, precursor... Oh, damn it, I'm not charged up. But that's a Oh! Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to finish what you were...
It's just... Yeah, that was one problem that people had with Ratchet and Clank 1 was...
They didn't explain anything.
No, it's not that they didn't explain everything. Everything was... You could find... That's what I liked about it. You could figure out everything on your own. It's just that the health system was terrible.
Oh, yeah. This one, it's a lot better, seeing as you've got at least the 4, and when you pick up a full life eco thing there, you sit at 50, so you've got a total of 4 hits.
Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, so blue eco vents. Basically, the eco vents are just gushing with the eco, so you can activate it and get a full charge every time. Whee. But yeah, door won't open unless you're charged with blue eco. Bam. Daxter is quite flexible for an Otzel. Oh yes, and that is what he is, an Otzel. Otter seal.
Okay.
Yes, this game has some weird...
You would die if you fell into the water with that electricity.
Well, you're not electrified, it's just you're coursing with an energy. But yeah, no, I would agree. If it was an actual electric energy, you would... Bam. Random metal things.
That's what I've seen most trailers of this game. Oh, there's a high jump.
Yeah, it's crouching and jumping.
Okay. But, yeah, when I've seen in this game, people always jump and then do that spin attack to get more air.
Oh, you know, they explained the health a little bit here, but not to the extent that I did.
Okay.
Yay! So once you've collected everything in the world, that little thing pops up telling you you've done so.
Okay.
And also, like Mario 64, you've got your like power cell indicators and whatnot.
Yeah.
And a lot of times it'll give you hints on what you need to do.
Okay.
But yeah, boom, bam, it's been activated.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a predetermined path. We back on, going back to the Green Sage's hut.
Neat.
And that's the tutorial level.
Yeah, that was pretty tutorial.
Good training, boys. But that's nothing compared to the challenges that lie ahead.
Then no problem. We got the moves, eh, Jack? We'd love to stay and chat, Big Green, but we're, itching to get on with our adventures.
Fine, fine. Adventure away.
Why is it a log? Is
And
his
while
hair
you're
tied
out
around a log?
His hair is tied around a log.
Why?
Why don't you make
I
yourself
think to
useful?
exemplify nature.
My darn green eco-collectors are clogged
They could have
up
just given
again.
him like some type of
Head out to
hat.
the
They didn't
far
have to
side
tie a
of the
log
beach
around his
and
head because
clear
that
them
looks
out,
heavy
boys.
as shit.
Follow the
Like, why would you do that to
land.
yourself? Like, and then he can also float. So obviously he's okay with it, but still, like.
Get out
Okay.
of here!
Yeah, that usual little anime thing. But yeah, no, he's got green eco pumping all over the place. Oh, look, it's a piranha plant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he is the sage of green eco. He knows everything about it, supposedly. Just like the other sages are the sages of blue eco, sages of yellow eco, and sages of red eco. Those I will explain once we get to them, but they're pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
And here's Kira's workshop. Here's the zoomer.
Hey, baby. What do you say you and I go cruising on this A-Grav Zoomer?
Rule number 1, I don't date animals.
Ah, you don't know what you're missing.
She's pretty okay with already being an animal.
Listen, if you need something to keep you busy, my father always talked about an ancient precursor pipeline hidden deep underground.
You're just
Some
the
of these pipes
lady
end
of
in vents
explaining
from which
everything,
eco
aren't you?
flows
She
freely.
is the tech.
And
she is
some
the
have been capped
technological
off so that the
person here.
eco is
She
sealed
built
back.
the A-Grav zoomer that
There
you're going to
must
be
be
using
a way
later,
to turn the capped
and
vents
she
on.
just helps you out a lot.
I traced part of the pipeline back to the Forbidden Temple. Maybe you should look there for some type of switch.
Always kind of telling you exactly where to go and everything, like how everything works. So
Kinda.
lady of explaining everything.
She doesn't entirely explain everything, but she does explain a lot for the most part.
Yeah.
Now, here's the village. Recognize that boat? That's the boat from the intro.
Okay.
Everything in this game, cutscene wise, is used in the game. I like that. Oh, I fell. Into the boat. Boink, boink. Ah. Yeah, it's taking a bit of getting used to the controls again. Who's it? Oh, look, there's a scout fly. Yeah, even the overworlds have scout flies and stuff you can collect. As a Sandover Village, free 7 scout flies, and total orbs to collect. Wait, was that 2,000 or 200? No, 2,000? Hmm. Interesting.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Back here? Nope.
Don't tell me that you two have problems as well. First I hear of monster sightings near the village, and now this. See those gears up there, boys? See them? See
That
how
stretch
they're
of Jonah's
not
chin is just terrible.
That means our
yeah,
village
it
has
really
no
is.
power. The eco beam coming from the jungle temple has been interrupted.
Another thing that I'm going to suggest. What this guy's basically saying
find out
is,
what's
he's the mayor. The eco
Did you
that's
pay the
powering
bill?
the village has stopped.
Yeah.
He's asking you to go get it. That's not a power cell for this
funny.
level, Sorry, no, it is a power cell for this level.
If you two
But it
fix
tells you
the
something
eco
to do
beam,
in the next level that you're
give you
going
a
to.
power cell.
People in the
Oh, and
overworld
another
town
thing,
areas will give you a lot of things
by
that
any
you can start
chance you're
doing
interested
in the other
making a
levels to
contribution
get the orbs
to
going.
my real
And I like that.
campaign, I might be willing to part with yet another
Plus, he's also
power
saying,
cell.
you know, if you want to contribute to my,
Minimum
Mayor of
contribution
Fun,
is
drop me some orbs and
Oh,
I'll give you a
he's-
power cell.
Yeah, he's the mayor. Okay, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
because his re-election's coming up. Because, yeah, bring 90 orbs to the mayor.
Good God.
Yeah, everyone asks for at least 90 orbs in this game. Ah, that's the one I was looking for.
Okay, so
Yeah, we'll
We're at-
we'll leave it with this mayor here,
yeah.
and we'll see you in the next part.